Hi, I'm Eric with Cali on the Water. This video covers an annual event that takes place on the 4th of July each year in the Dana Point Harbor here in Southern California called Harbor Wars. For one day each year, the Harbor Patrol allows the Dana Point community to show up for a massive water fight in the middle of the harbor just below the main bridge to the island. People show up in dinghies, kayaks, paddleboards, jet skis, outrigger canoes, and small boats. Basically just about anything that floats. It's a crazy few hours that starts around 10:30 in the morning and typically goes to about 5 p.m. The day ends with fireworks above the Dana Point Harbor entrance. I have a story to tell about the fireworks this year, as something went terribly wrong in the middle of the fireworks display while I was on the water in my dinghy right below the display. So look for that later in the video. Welcome to another episode of Cali on the Water, where we focus on all aspects of life around the sea. As fellow boaters and travelers, we'll explore all that California and the West Coast has to offer. But for now, let's get back to Harbor Wars. Take a look for yourself to see the biggest water fight you can find in California, and the battles that take place in order to subdue fellow water enthusiasts. Be sure to get a laugh and maybe even a bit surprised at the tactics some use, all in the name of fun, to dominate in the battle. Even the Harbor Patrol is getting in on the fight, keeping an eye on things so it doesn't get out of hand. These guys in the Swan are having a good time. Pretty cool to see two Harbor Patrol boats actually participating. This guy's taking it all in stride. Look at these guys go at it. You can get a lot of water with those buckets. The Harbor Patrol is getting in on the action and taking out the corner folks. You have to watch for the folks on the bridge as they drop 5-gallon buckets of water to unsuspecting boaters below. The shock on people's faces when they get hit from above never gets old. They're like, "What? Where did that come from?" As much as the boaters try to evoke a response below, the folks on the bridge are just above their reach. The bridge is about 25 feet above the water, and that's where I'm shooting most of this footage. Look at these guys shooting their squirt guns back at the Harbor Patrol. Don't think it's going to have much of an impact, but the Harbor Patrol certainly turned the favor. Now that's funny. Those guys are just getting soaked. Look at all that water. Look at this guy with his spray hose pumping water onto his boat right from the ocean. He's got a pretty good view from up on top there, and an unlimited amount of water. Here's a creative idea, using the shield to protect themselves. Now here's some brave teenagers floating out there in an inflatable swan. Let's watch these guys for a minute. This kid is being dropped off on the paddleboard to join the battle. I'm not sure if he's on the same team or the other. Paddleboarders don't really stand much of a chance in this fight. As the battle rages on in the middle of the day here. Look at this kid in the middle of the battle, all by himself, just paddling away. There's always the corner group that's sprayed from the walkway. Not quite the distance he was hoping for. Look at this team ready for battle. I think there's 10 people in this dinghy. Nice dinghy fight. Buckets can be pretty effective at close range. Look at this lady holding her son on the paddleboard. It certainly looks like the boys have just had enough. Look at this paddleboarder going right through the middle of it with his friend being towed on the back. The large outrigger canoes, though, bring a lot more people to the fight. Now the outriggers are turning on each other. This poor girl, she's getting sprayed from 2 different directions at 2 different times. It makes me nervous when someone falls in with their props in the water like that. Fun to see all these inflatables out here. They often are in a row and kind of make a train. There's that mom again, pulling her daughter right through the fight.
Look at this little one. That's brave.
Here's a creative approach. This dinghy is pulling a team of 3 inflatables to add manpower to the fight. Talk about a close battle. At least she's willing to get in the middle of it and fight. There's that mom again, pulling her daughter right through the fight. Here's a fully engaged dinghy battle. Look how close this dinghy comes to the paddleboarder with their legs dangling in the water. This is where it can get really dangerous with the prop so close by. Well, here's a bucket-to-bucket battle. Here's the Harbor Patrol again, doing their best to keep the peace. Now the Harbor Patrol is back in the fight. Well, here's your saltwater bath for the day, courtesy of the Harbor Patrol. These guys on the giant paddleboard are just spinning in circles. Wait for it. Nailed both of them. More showers, courtesy of the Harbor Patrol. This kid decided to add a cannonball in the middle of the fight. I guess you don't see that every day. Let's back that up and take a look at that again. I give him an 8.5 on a scale of 10 for a form like that in the middle of the battle. Here's a dinghy versus an outrigger. These folks are sitting ducks without any way to defend themselves. Meanwhile, the battle rages on. I guess this guy decided it's time for them to get wet. Nice try, I guess, with the bucket, or I don't know, maybe she was just getting water out of the inflatable. Here's an interesting approach, towing the inflatable for extra firepower. We now have swans and unicorns. Love this guy with the Viking hat. Here's a great battle going on. Watch this guy paddling the unicorn get nailed in the face. Here's a dangerous situation. And if that's not enough, the guy in the boat goes in reverse and tries to back into him. Let's zoom in a bit and watch the jet ski guy just nail the folks on the outrigger. And now in slow motion, look at all that water. Look at this guy in the blue with the hood on. Looks like something out of a horror movie or something. He seems to be hunting his prey. Now that's pretty funny. This guy in the jet ski is hilarious. He invokes justice on those that want to dominate as he levels the playing field. In the end, the jet ski this year is coming out the winner, and it just never gets old to watch. So much water.
It's kind of good just being on camera.
So at about 9 p.m., the fireworks start off a barge just outside the Dana Point Harbor entrance. We've done this for years and never had any problems. The Harbor Patrol makes sure that the boaters are a safe distance from the barge where they're firing off the firework rockets. It really is a different experience to be right under the display. Now watch carefully what happens next. Unbelievable! The rocket went sideways instead of up and exploded on the water right in front of us. There was nothing but gray and green smoke for a minute or two as we were all wondering what had happened. It was hard to tell at the time as the conditions were a bit rough this time around with lots of wind and wave action. But in the end, a boat caught fire from the rocket, and on another boat, the rocket burned a lady's arms. As unfortunate as that is, at least it did not burn her face, which could have easily happened. Let's watch that again and slow it down a little to get a better look. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Not sure how this happened, but that's pretty dangerous. In closing, I love these flags that the marina posts on the bridge for the 4th of July weekend. Makes me feel patriotic and always hoping for a bright future for our country. Let's remember those who have fought for our freedom and the sacrifices made in order for us to enjoy this great country. Cali on the Water is brought to you by Direct a Boater. We offer water-safe, biodegradable soaps and shampoos for fresh and salt water for boating, camping, hiking, or traveling. Direct a Boater has an extensive line of logbooks to record your time on the water with family and friends, and also to track the maintenance records for your vessel. These logbooks make a great gift for the new or experienced captain. Direct a Boater has an extensive line of cleaning and maintenance products to help keep your boat or RV looking new and protected. Direct a Boater offers dock lines for every size boat with a simple system to determine which type of dock line is best for you. You can find Direct a Boater boating and camping products at directaboater.com. I hope you enjoyed this episode and look forward to the next as we continue to explore the coast and topics of interest from our viewers. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications button so that you'll be on the list for future episodes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time along the coast.